All right, friends. Sorry, I got cut off on my video. I noticed it's cut off at this section. There's no more voice. You can't hear it. So I'm going to continue the second part of this video. From Enrique Elite Fitness. Never lift slow on purpose. Why tempo lifting is overrated for hypertrophy, this is all bullshit, but whatever. All right.
Just pumping out reps all day long using
Okay, so continuation. This is about the only thing I would consider a concentric exercise, what he's doing here right now. Does he have to go all the way up to the top? No, he doesn't. But this is time under tension. It's an overworking of that muscle, rapid firing. So yes, this is concentric because obviously his arms, his head, and everything is going below. This is unlike somebody doing fucking push-ups on the floor, which is concentric. So this is eccentric, yes.
The ass weights, or quote unquote chasing the pump by itself, is never going to achieve it.
Yeah, chasing the pump. There you go. Chasing the pump. You're chasing sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, artificial muscle growth. If you're not eating carbohydrates and you're eating protein and you're trying to damage muscles and you're lifting in the gym, you think you're gonna get a pump, man? You ain't gonna get a fucking pump, bro.
No matter how slowly you lift the weight or how much time that your muscles spend under that impotent level of tension. Unless, of course, you have...
Yeah, this is a lot better what he's doing now. Here, this is much better. Look at this.
Cough, assistance helping you out. Rather than obsess about the time under tension of individual sets, lifters would be far better off if they concern themselves with the total time under tension of a muscle group during an entire training session. When you look at weight training from the latter perspective, you begin to see how silly it is to perform tempo reps and actually think they have any sort of value for increasing strength or hypertrophy to anywhere close to the same level as simply doing normal reps.
What does that mean, tempo reps? What does that mean exactly? Tempo reps? I have no clue what he's talking about. Whatever. Here's the thing with this weight right here. Do you have to go all the way to the top? No.
Why would they? When you understand...
See that? He's going all the way to the top. Why does he have to go all the way to the top? You can handle a lot more weight going on the downforce. You can put 2 plates and go on the downforce, and you don't have to go all the way to the top. See what I mean? If you could bounce it up, but then bring it down with your own power, then you can cause it to damage. And you'll get stronger, and then you'll actually be able to push 2 plates to the top when you come back. When you repair and remodel them stronger. Getting damaged.
And the amount of tension placed on the muscles during your sets is actually kind of important for...
So him pushing it up to the top and locking out and relaxing and taking it easy, he's just wasting his time. It'll take him forever even to get to 2 plates to do that. We'll take him forever because... And then he'll have to keep practicing at doing that to keep that 2 plate minimum if he ever gets there by force production alone. See what I mean? And not growing any muscle.
Maximizing strength and hypertrophy, and tension is directly...
Is he maximizing strength and hypertrophy? What type of hypertrophy is he maximizing? Sarcoplasmic? What type of strength is he maximizing? I know. Force production strength. So he's not maximizing myofibrillar growth and real strength. There you go.
Related to weight, then you realize that rather than jerk off with ultra submaximal weights, you are far better off simply using more truly challenging...
Again, the concentric part, what he's doing there, concentric, is not going to cause damage, and it's just going to exhaust you. Us bodybuilders, we are not fucking endurance athletes, bro. Get it? We're not endurance lifters.
Loads and simply doing more normal reps to...
We want loads to pull us down with gravity. We want as much load to pull on our traps, as much gravity pulling on our shoulder. We want to use the full cable. We want to put 300 pounds, 400 pounds on the cable fucking machine all the way to the end. and we want our shoulder to be in a curvature and lifting. We want the shoulder to lift the weight up by itself, the shoulder. We don't want to fly. We don't want to throw the weights up in the air concentric. We want it to pull it up a little bit, and then we want the weight to drag it down as heavy as possible. So the reason why you're not going all the way is because you can't, because it's so heavy. So you don't need to go all the way up to the top. You just need to pull it enough so it can drag you down again. We want the weight to drag us down, drag us down, drag us down. Again, down, down, again, and again.
Equalize the total time.
Sorry, I got cut off there. Like I said, you want it to drag you down, okay? When it comes to your biceps, we want the weight to be dragging us down, dragging us down. We want to lift up partially up and drag us down. We are not going to be able to lift 400 pounds on the cable all the way up to the top, get it? And all the way down partially down, and all the way back up again to the top. We want to go all the way down to the bottom, and we want to go partially up. You get it? We don't want to go to the top and partially down. We want to go all the way down to the bottom and partially up. Get it? Because we can't go all the way up to the top because we're doing 400 pounds on the cable machine for our arms. We want rapid firing. We want to drag it and stretch and damage it. That's what we want. That's all we want, bro. That's all we fucking want. Get it? Your tricep, the same thing. When you're laying backward on a decline bench, you want the weight to bounce backward to stretch the fucking tricep. You want it to drag it down and come partially up. We don't want to go all the way up to the top, hammer curl, all the way up and then go like this, partially down. We want to go all the way down and partially up, all the way down. We want it to bounce, stretch, stretch, bounce, stretch, 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 rapid, fast, fast, fast. Get it? We don't want to go up, down, up, down. Get it, dude? So we want the weights to drag us as heavy as possible. You want to go as heavy as possible to drag that muscle down so it stretches.
I'm under tension under both conditions.
He's not going fast enough here. He needs to move faster. His problem is because he can't move faster. Want to know why? Because he's going all the way up to the top. It's endurance, bro. Get it? He's exhausted.
This is going to have several advantages over performing
He even lays down on the floor when he gets on the bottom. Look at him, because he's exhausted. Look.
reps.
He sits there like a yo-yo.
For starters, and most importantly,
1, 2, 3.
you won't look like a numbnuts who does
1, 2,
tempo
3.
reps. Secondly, you will no longer be completely ignoring
Why is he at the top? Why does he have to go to the top? What's the purpose? It's going to exhaust you, so you'll never be able to rep out more of them.
explosive power and rate of force development training, things which are kind of a big deal,
Okay, whatever.
by deliberately slowing down the speed of the bar during your concentric reps.
Yeah, concentric. It needs to be rapid firing. It's an overworking of that muscle. That's why you do full body one day and you do legs the next day, because full body is superior. You get all the muscles done. They all get overworked. That's how they get damaged. They don't get damaged segregating them. We'll come in here, we'll do 1 or 2 today, tomorrow the next day, whatever. Oh, you're going to work the same damaged muscles again? They're adapted, bro. Get it? They're adapted. It can only happen periodically, too. It has to go through repair and remodeling and a bunch of stuff. And hypertrophy and everything else, and protein synthesis needs to see that breakdown. To see that mass on that myofibrillar and a bunch of stuff.
Thirdly, you will no
What is
longer
this?
be bleeding out
This is like the most goofy shit. Weightlifting is the most fake shit you've ever seen. Throwing weights up in the air. They throw weights. Look at this guy.
undue energy with every single rep.
Look at him. He's bouncing it off his hips, his leg. He's using his whole body. You think his shoulders can lift that weight? If he just stood still and he went like this with his shoulders, you think he could lift that fucking weight? Absolutely not. So what is he doing? He's throwing it up in the air, bouncing and throwing it.
That you do, forcing you
Look.
to use subpar and lackluster
He's throwing the weight. That's why it's a shit sport. It's garbage. It's not used for building. It's not used for damaging muscles so that you can build them bigger and stronger. It's not used for that. That's not bodybuilding.
training weights for all of your sets, thereby creating much
Weightlifting is not bodybuilding. Okay? This Olympic lifting shit is not building your body. Get it, dude?
Lower levels of
It's
tension
making you better at throwing this weight like a fucking yo-yo in the air.
and activation throughout the target musculature, along with eliciting a subpar training effect every time you step under the bar. Instead,
Oh my God, he's throwing the weight up in the air. Do you think his shoulders can lift these 3 weights? You think his shoulders, those little tiny shoulders, can lift those 3 weights? Those fucking 3 plates on each side. You think it can lift it up all by itself? It's just gonna push it up to the top? No, man, he's fucking throwing the weights in the air. What is that doing? Nothing.
you'll now be able to do more
Look at him. He bounced it. Watch it bounce. Watch.
reps with more weight while simultaneously
Look. He's he's using his legs. Is this a leg exercise or a shoulder exercise, dude? Watch this.
creating a more potent
He threw the weight up in the air, bro.
overall
Now look at him. He brings it down to his chest. He's so close. The grip is so close. It's bouncing on his chest. Look at his legs. They're taking the force. His shoulders are not taking the stretch. You want to know what's taking the force? His legs are taking the force, bro.
training stimulus
He bounced.
and improving your rate of force development in the process instead of
Yeah, you're getting better at throwing a weight up in the air. This is not bodybuilding.
dampening it. And we can achieve all of this black magic by simply performing normal fucking reps. If you've been doing tempo reps and not seeing the results that you were hoping for, try this instead. Don't
That's not going to build muscles. That's not going to do anything. There's some endurance there, maybe. Are you going to get better at throwing weights up in the air like a yo-yo? You're going to show your girlfriends in the street? Go in the bar and show them how you throw these weights up in the air. Go in the bar. Go to the discotheque and show them how you throw weights up in the air. Go walk down the street, man. Go to the beach and show them on the beach. Go, look, man, look how I throw these weights up in the air. Oh, I forgot. You can't carry them with you. They're too heavy or something. You need a wagon or something. You got to carry them around with you to show these people how you do this. Yeah, okay, whatever.
do tempo reps. Yes,
I'll tell you what you can show in public. You can show physical strength. Physical brute strength. You can show that in public. You want to know how you show that? You can wrestle with somebody. You can arm wrestle, or you can physically wrestle with them. Physically. Have you seen Brian Shaw and what's that dude? I forget his name. The one that owns Zoo Culture. Did you see how he wrestled him? Did you see how he grabbed him like a rag doll? Like a rag doll, bro. Want to know why? Because that's physical strength. He's bigger, therefore he's stronger than that dude. You think this guy can arm wrestle? You think he can arm wrestle in a public place? They destroy him. What's he going to tell them? I can throw a weight up in the air. I'm so strong. I could throw 3 plates though in the air. And they're like, let me see how strong you are. Try to put my arm down. And then they laugh at him and say, you're so weak. That's like Alpha Destiny. He showed up at, Toronto Pro Show. I remember. I was there. Remember the videos? He was so weak, man. They put him through these tests. He was so weak. They beat him up, bro. Then he went to try to do some arm wrestling, and they destroyed him at arm wrestling. Want to know why? Because they're weak. Because they never focused on getting stronger. They never focused on building their body stronger. They wanted to get better at lifting a heavy weight, and nobody gives a fuck about anybody who lifts a heavy weight. Only on the fucking YouTube, on internet. Get physically bigger and get fucking stronger. So when you're out in public, you can handle yourself as a young, strong dude. Get it? You understand me? So people fear you when you walk around. They will not fear you if you're a skinny guy like Enrique that can lift a heavy weight. They're going to laugh at you.
control the eccentric phase, don't dive bomb the fuck out of your squats, and don't crash the barbell
He doesn't even go all the way down on this one. Watch, this is concentric.
onto your sternum.
There, he stops right there. He didn't go all the way down. And notice his thigh is sticking out. It's parallel. It has to be his knees have to be into his stomach, drilling into his stomach, and his butt has to be touching the back of his fucking heels. Okay?
during a bench press.
And why is he stopping at the top? Shall we count again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he goes down again.
Control the bar, but don't exaggerate the lowering phase.
Why is he going to the top? Because I told you, this is a concentric, this is fucking endurance athlete.
To a painful degree. And absolutely do not purposefully lift the bar slowly on the way up. Instead, during the concentric phase, explode.
Yeah, explode on the concentric phase. That's which does do anything except exhaust you. I told you before, when you run up a hill, run up a mountain, if you're running down a very steep mountain, if you run up a mountain, that's exhausting you. That's concentric running up a mountain. Now, when you're running down a mountain, gravity's pulling you. And so there's a stopping motion because you're not going to run totally fast down the hill. You're going to fall and break your fucking head, dude. Get it? So there's a stopping motion. You're going down the hill, bending your fucking legs. Sorry, I got cut off there again. So you're bending your legs, so you're getting damage to the muscle fiber, the downforce. Plus, you're not getting tired because you're going with gravity. It's not endurance, okay? Going down a fucking stairwell, okay? Going down the side of a fucking mountain.
As possible. Don't go slow, go fast. Press or pull or squat against the bar as hard and fast as possible on every single rep. Maximal intent.
Yeah, but he's doing multiple sets to do what? What the fuck is he doing?
Called compensatory acceleration training, and lifting this way is going to build more muscle and more strength in natural.
This is going to build more muscle and more strength. You guys think this is going to build you more real muscle and more strength? The only thing this is going to build you if you eat artificial food, artificial as a carnivore, eat artificial as a fucking human carnivore, eating artificial fucking fake food called carbohydrates is going to build you artificial fucking muscles. Get it? Called sarcoplasmic muscles. And fucking lifting this weight is just going to get you better at lifting that fucking weight. That's all it's ever going to fucking do. All right? End the story. I'm fucking out of here. I'll see you in the next video. Tell what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'm sorry it didn't work in the first video. I had to do a second part again. I had to finish this because this is just bullshit. I'll see you in the next one. All right? Ciao, man.